Hi everyone, I'm Dom and this is my channel where I usually talk about Lego. However, I decided that I'm gonna also be speaking about games and all the big news about games and around them. So anything with PC games, console games, whatever um, it is, I'm gonna be covering it because I enjoy it. I always like talking about games, a lot about talking about different ideas that game brings, what games coming out, what are the big news about new consoles coming out, new hardware news. I really enjoy talking about this. So I decided to put this on this channel. Maybe someone will like it, maybe not. Maybe it will just a place for me to vent about stuff that I think. We'll see. Okay, so I got one big news from a couple of days ago that came out, and it's a Steam integration into Xbox app. Let's go on to The Verge reported about this. I don't think that they were first report about this, but they were ones that reported a lot about it. And it says here opening $1 billion with Xbox. And obviously you have Xbox consoles, Xbox handheld. Well, this is Asus ROG console. We have phones, tablets, laptops, and this is, I'm assuming this one in the middle, that's a screen of your TV. And what uh, what draw our attention is this Steam toggle button here. So assuming that when you click on it, you'll be able to see the Steam games that you own. Now, are these the games that all the Steam games that you own, or are these the Steam games that you own but they also exist on Xbox? Now, looking at this particular screen that is here on the background on this biggest screen, that's definitely an Xbox. Um, that's definitely an Xbox background because you can see how much space is free, how many games have you installed. That's not UI on PC. On PC it looks slightly different, which I'll show you right now. You don't have the amount of space there is. You can see which games you own, which games you have installed, and so on and so on, and which games are in Game Pass. But the UI looks slightly different. Obviously, this could be a new UI, the one that we just gonna get, and that's why it's different. And maybe this UI will also be on PC. We don't know that yet. Now, the big talk about this. Obviously, this is a mock-up picture, for clarity. We guessing what it is. We don't know anything about this. You have action adventure twice, which would suggest someone didn't really pay attention when they did this mock-up, because obviously why would you have this twice? This was posted by Xbox, so it's not something that it has been taken down since then. But as soon as Verge, I believe, um, asked about it, it has been taken down. So I don't know if that was done by mistake. This whole mockup was done by mistake that they included Steam, or did they made a mistake um, with including Steam on it um, and not removing that Steam um, tab on it? I have no idea at this point. We have no idea at this point. Now, there was a lot of conversation of what this Steam tab can do. Now, a lot of people saying that this would just list all your Steam games, Steam games, and Xbox app on PC. And this is, let's be clear, this is a Xbox game on PC will list all the games that you have on Steam, and that's it. And you won't need a Steam app separately. Obviously, you will have to run in the background, but you could launch all the games you have on Epic, on uh, Good Old Games, maybe Ubisoft, and so on through the Xbox app. You can kind of do that right now as well. So if you go into Game Pass, you can see you have Xbox Game Studios, you got EA Play, you got Riot Games, and so on. Now, if I go into EA Play, it will list all the games that are in EA Play. Now, if I want to install one of those games, this will launch in the back. There will be a EA launcher in the background that will launch, and it will go through the installation. So it's not native to this app. So could that be it? Could that Steam just be that we will list all those games, and at least you don't need to go to different applications to, first of all, buy those games, second of all, to launch them. You're just gonna use Xbox app on PC. However, what I mentioned at the beginning, this at the moment, at least for me, this is clearly the back image. That's clearly from Xbox console, not the PC version of the UI. Now, as this is only a mock-up, someone could have made a mistake and think that that would be alright to include the Steam there where it would be not possible. Now, would that be possible to have Steam games on your PC, on your Xbox console? Well, yes and no. There will have to be a Steam store included for you to be able to purchase games on the console. I know that there was lots of talk about it. Microsoft always mentioned that they would want to have additional stores on their console, so Epic, Steam, GOG, GOG, on their console, so people can use it. Not sure if that's what this button actually does. A lot of people saying also that because of this integration of Steam, you'll be able to play Sony games on your console, which I completely disagree with. On Xbox PC app, yes, I agree. Steam will, if you press this button, it will list all the games. You'll be able to play all your Steam games, Sony games included. However, obviously, Sony can block that. Like people saying, oh, there is no, there was a conversation between Colt Eastwood, if you know this guy, a really good guy on the YouTube, and in Xbox community, Jez Corden, and Tom Warren. Now, they were saying that Jez Corden was saying that the PlayStation will definitely block PC titles on Microsoft hardware. And Colt was also saying that Sony can absolutely and easily block the Xbox API. Now, Tom Warren said that there is no Xbox API to PlayStation games on Steam, so there is nothing to block. And if Microsoft goes ahead and lists Steam games in the Xbox app on Windows, that will require Steam to be installed on a Windows machine, Sony will need to block Steam on Windows. Now, that doesn't exist yet, that API doesn't exist yet. Now, Sony, so for those who don't know what API is, it's a piece of software that allows communication between two different hardwares, softwares, and so on. So this is the way that developers, game producers, they know what they can get statistics from the games using the APIs. And this is the same way how Xbox knows that how many people are using Xbox for how many hours and so on, using the APIs to get that information, to get those statistics. Sony could easily implement that API into their games and not allow their games to be launched through any Xbox app, PC app, console app, handheld app, any. That will only be allowed to launch those games through the Steam. Yeah. Now, what Tom is saying here, that that obviously they can't ban those games from Steam, but you won't be launching those games from Steam. Remember, you want to go through Xbox app first, and that's what this mock-up suggests, that you go through this Xbox app. Now, if you do that and then launch Steam in the background, I'm sure that PlayStation, Sony has the way to block it, or they will have a way to block it. They might not have it now, but they will. That's 100% guarantee. A lot of people also making, and this is something I don't understand. I heard this on different podcasts, on Cold Eastwood podcasts as well, and a lot of people in the comments mentioning that, oh, now we'll be able to play their Sony games on your Xbox, because your Xbox will be like PC, the new Xbox. We're talking about the Xbox that will come, not the current one. I don't agree with that. I don't see a way that this will ever be allowed. Now, what I think it could allow is that if you purchase your games on Steam, for example, Cyberpunk, you purchased Cyberpunk on Steam. Cyberpunk exists on Xbox. You won't need to buy it twice. You bought it on Steam, you can play it on Xbox if you want. So Xbox will be that one center console or handheld, depending where they're gonna go, that will have all your games, but with a little asterisk, as long as they have been published on Xbox as well. Because you can't just play any game. Let's say, what for instance, I want to play um, some old games from Steam. I want to play Sid Meier's Pirates, quite old game. I want to play that game on Xbox. Yeah, I won't be able to. Now I can see how I'll be able to play that on Xbox PC app, but I won't be able to play it on Xbox console. That's just impossible. A lot of people try to convince me that, yeah, sure, we're gonna be able to play it because Xbox, new Xbox console will be like PC. They are already like PCs. Xbox Series X and S are already PCs. They just put in a box, and they're all the same. Yeah, so you don't need to worry. You only need to worry about this optimization once for one of those consoles. You don't need to constantly optimize different configurations of those consoles, which is, I think, that's something that people need to understand. Um, if you want to your Xbox be a PC, then just buy a PC or have a PC. I just don't see how Microsoft will create this new Xbox that will be even more PC than is now. Like, what they're gonna do? What different components in each of the Xboxes? Imagine the um, how much headache that will give to developers that they're gonna need to optimize the games to each component. Or yeah, I just don't understand how people can even think that that can be true. I don't think so. But let me know in the comments what you think. What you think this Steam toggle means. Um, I think on I think I'm just gonna read here just because I babble a lot. Um, on Xbox PC app, I think this is gonna list all your Steam games. You launch any Steam game, and it will launch the Steam in the background. But you're gonna just use this one UI to launch all the games, and you might have also Epic Games. You might have GOG and stuff like that. Obviously, then they will be down to Sony to block PlayStation games from that UI if they choose so through an API, because they can create that one even if it doesn't exist right now. On Xbox console, what I think that means is a workaround for Xbox Play Anywhere, because at the moment Xbox Play Anywhere has only 1000 titles. Now I think 1000 titles sounds a lot, but it isn't really. A lot of modern games that coming out, well, every day, every month, don't actually support Xbox Play Anywhere. And let's go into this um, into home on Xbox Game PC app, Xbox Play Anywhere titles. Yeah, there's not that many. You see, Death Stranding. If you purchase it here, you'll be able to play on PC and Xbox Series X. This one supports Xbox Play Anywhere, which is great. However, for example, a game like, let's say, Yakuza, let's say 0, because I think the newer ones, so Yakuza 0 for Windows 10, this one doesn't support Xbox Play Anywhere. You have to purchase it twice. Um, Yakuza Like a Dragon in Hawaii also doesn't support Xbox Play Anywhere. This game didn't come out on Xbox Game App yet. Um, so this might be, actually, it is Xbox Play Anywhere. So why I thought it isn't. Sorry, that's my mistake. This actually supports um, Xbox Play Anywhere. So that was a quite bad example. I don't think you actually will be able to show you the games that the newer games that don't have that. Let's just check a newer game, newish game at least, that doesn't support. Well, obviously from this Xbox Live, they all will support it. But for example, okay, this is actually quite bad examples, to be honest with you, because obviously all the Game Pass games will kind of support Play Anywhere, at least to some extent. Okay, here it is. Watch Dogs Legion. This one is in Game Pass at the moment. Yeah, I own this game on Xbox console. Now I can't play it on PC because I don't own it on PC. I'll have to purchase it again. So this is one of the examples. However, and I think previous for Watch Dogs Legion going into Game Pass, obviously this wouldn't even appear here. Yeah, so you wouldn't have that. However, if the same game is in Steam, you would. So I think what this integration of Steam is walk around Xbox Play Anywhere, meaning that if you purchase game on Xbox, for example, if you purchase Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on Xbox, yeah, you can play it on Xbox. Now, you can't play it on PC because you don't own it on PC at the moment. And maybe that Steam integration does that. That this will allow you to play the game from Steam because you own it on your console. Could it be true? Maybe. I don't know. I'm absolutely just speculating here. And Tom Warren says here as well in this Verge article that Microsoft has also been on making the Xbox app the home of PC gaming and listening. The games in this app would certainly help. GOG has a similar system in place, so you can see games you own on PC across multiple launchers, and that's true. When you launch the GOG launcher, it will list a lot of the games that you have on Steam, on Epic, and so on, and that's very useful. So you don't need to have many different launchers. And I think what would be extremely useful if you could buy your games in one place. Obviously, the revenue still goes to those different companies accordingly, depending if you purchase it on Steam or Microsoft Store and so on and so on. The store should be able to differentiate where exactly you bought it and where the revenue should go to. Right, I think that is all what I wanted to mention in this particular news. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think this Steam button might do, both on consoles and PC. Obviously, there is a different talk about handheld. That's completely different topic as well, and handheld that belong to different companies like Asus or like Steam Deck and so on and so on. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you.